Hi, I'm Glenn with Phoenix Home Services, and I want to show you a little bit about different types of aggregate that are used in masonry products and projects that you may consider having done at your house. This right here is stone dust. And stone dust is probably what your gardener would use to put in a paver patio. We really don't recommend using stone dust for that. This makes a pretty good footer for a segmental retaining wall, but it would not be something you want to use for a sub base on a paver patio. What you'd want to use on a paver patio is 21A. What 21A is a combination, as you can see, of 3/4 inch granite aggregate mixed in with the smaller aggregate it's called 77 stone, and some of the stone dust. And folks, when this stuff's compacted down to make a paver patio, we run a plate tamper on it, and this stuff almost gets as hard as concrete. And that would be the first base we would use if we were putting in a paver patio, is we'd be using 21A, or better known as crusher. And walking right along down here, this bit here, we see what is known as concrete sand. And concrete sand, as you can see here, is fine Maryland sand, but it has not been strained very well, and there are small pebble-sized granular pieces of sand in there. And this is topped on top of the 21A to form the base that your paver patio is going to be set in. In this next bin, we have what's called pea gravel. Pea gravel can be used for landscaping projects, and it also can be used in making exposed aggregate concrete. Most concrete is made with 57 gravel, but in making an exposed aggregate concrete mixture, this is substituted from the 57 stone to the pea gravel. And when the Portland cement is washed off, this gravel is then exposed, and it gives it that exposed aggregate look. The next material we're using here is river wash. In river wash, we use a lot in our drainage systems as a topper for a French drain system. This also can be used as a landscaping material for decorating around a patio or a walkway project. Something to make an area that's full of weeds safer under a deck, where you're not going to have problems with weed growth. This here is 3/4 inch river wash, a little bit larger size, a little bit larger aggregate. It's not quite as colorful as the other, but it is blues and greens. And this again can be used as a landscaping material. Again, we've got some river wash on here. We call this is the larger 1 inch aggregate. This might be a little bit better product to use for your landscaping projects because of its size. It doesn't have a tendency to erode away, and it is a little bit more expensive, but it does look a little bit nicer. It's not real easy on the feet, but it does make a nice dressing for a patio or a walkway. Going down to the next one. Larger 4 to 6 inch river run. This particular aggregate we use a lot of times for a dry stream bed. If you got an area in your yard where you're trying to divert some water down into sort of a stream area, we'd usually use the 4 to 6 inch aggregate for that purpose. Going into our next bin here, this is just called river jack. Again, a different type of landscaping stone, and as you can see here, it's real blue in color, about 3/4 inch aggregate. Just another dressing that could be used in landscape projects. And then over here, got a 3/4 that are going up to a 1 inch bulk aggregate on the 1 inch river jack. Again, here's your garden variety hardwood or double hardwood shredded mulch that we can come in and use in landscaping projects, dressing around patios and walkways. And this has all been sanitized, so there's not going to be any termites in it. There's no debris of any sort. It's not like we went down to the dump to get it. It's actually prepared in a manner that we can assure you that there's no termites in it or any foreign material. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's the only way to go if you're going to use mulch. And here, we've got a darker version of the mulch. It's almost a black. It's been treated to look black as opposed to the other that's brown. Another mulching product. And then again, our 1 to 3 inch river jack. Again, used for landscaping projects. And finally, we go to the big boy here. Not the big boy, the medium. 3 to 5 river jack. Again, used for landscaping projects in dry river streams. And then we even go bigger. This would be good for like a rock garden, 5 to 8 inch river jack, and that's also available. So those are the basic types of aggregate that we use in our landscaping and patio projects. Thanks.